Welcome to EdTech for Engagement. In this episode, I'm going to be talking about something kind of broad in content because we're going to be looking at several different websites on this topic. And the topic for this week is open educational resources, or often called OER. And what OER is, if I look at the Wikipedia definition, it is freely accessible, openly licensed text, media, and other digital assets that are useful for teaching, learning, and assessing, and is as well for research purposes. And open education resources started with a desire to kind of disrupt education as we yet know it, and to provide more resources for teachers, and maybe even disrupt the paradigm of education as we know it. What I want to show you with you today are 5 different websites that you can go to add value in your teaching by having more resources to share with your students. So if you traditionally teach from a textbook, the beauty of OER is that you can, on many websites, look for it based on standards, based on age, based on topic. And because it's been added into an OER resource, you don't ever have to worry that that resource will go behind a paywall. It's always going to be available to you. So one of my favorite places to always go when looking for them is the creativecommons.org. You can share your own work there. You can use and remix work there. You can search for images to use, and it's just a great place to start looking for Creative Commons and creative things to see where to use on your own. Another one that many people are familiar with is ck12.org. You can go in, you can find even a textbook, a digital textbook, and you can use that textbook, or you can adapt that textbook for your use. Maybe there's a chapter in it that you're like, oh, that doesn't really hit what I'm trying to do. You can add your own content to what's there. It's easy to join, it's free, and it's a great resource. And a lot of schools across the country use CK12 as their actual textbook for learning. Another option would be Merlot.org. And Merlot has resources. It's got a great search system to find for curated tools and support learning. To me, this is probably more higher level than lower level. The other two that I've shared would benefit elementary. Merlot is more probably high school to graduate school type thing. Another thing would be OpenStax.org. Free textbooks, low-cost technology supported every step of the way. And if you go there, you can actually see by subject. You can see the technology. You can see what they do. You can create an account and log in. And OpenStax gives you an opportunity to use resources that are already there in the curriculum that you are already teaching. And then last but not least is the Oer Commons, one of my very favorite places to go look for a lesson plan. So I can type in, what is it I'm looking for? I can look by subject matter. I can look by education level, and you'll notice how far up it goes. And I can even look by standards if I want to. Free to use, just sign in, register. You can go to Discover, and you can just look at collections, providers, resources. There's different hubs here. There's different groups here, and you can learn about their services. So for this week's EdTech for Engagement, we are looking at O for Open Educational Resources.